be so honest right now. Hey Chris, what's going on? What you doing? Always nice having you in here. Things do not look very good for you in the love spectrum. All right, like things look very chaotic, very all over the place. Like I don't see a solid relationship for you at all. Nothing that's gonna last, nothing that's gonna be like super meaningful, none of that. Like, number one, we have the devil here in the upright, which is a card of like control, manipulation, and honestly, this card speaks about self-sabotage. I think with this card here, it's more like, okay, there are a lot of toxic behavior patterns that you are doing that's really keeping you from being in a really good relationship. So it's like we have to let go of some of those things. We have to change some of our own ways and stop like self-sabotaging ourselves. Also, the main reason why I say that is because we also have the Page of Swords here in the reverse. In the Page of Swords, sometimes it doesn't think situations fully through. Sometimes it does things super impulsively. It doesn't put any thought into it, and it's very chaotic and all over the place and has zero planning, you know? Like it has zero forethought in everything that it does, and it just puts itself into situations which makes things very chaotic, and like it can end up ruining things. So like I don't see anything good in the realm of love. I would say more accurately what would be the best thing for you is to focus on yourself, focus on healing, focus on letting things go, because we have the Ten of Wands here in the reverse, which is a card where it's like you have a lot of baggage that you're holding on to, that you need to release, that you need to let go of, that's really holding you back and making relationships harder, which is why I'm like that self-care is probably much needed and would help you in the long run. About Joel specifically, I don't think that they're coming back in a romantic manner. And the main reason why I say that is because we have that Six of Swords here where it's like they're leaving things that are super stressful and chaotic and overwhelming, and they're just trying to bring in more peace and calming energy, you know? Like they're just like, I don't want to be super stressed out. Yeah, you have to continue being single. Yeah, I think right now it's just a time for you to work on yourself by yourself. But I think they're doing their own thing, you know? They're like, that's not something that I need. That's not something that I want right now. And so that's what their energy is. But for you specifically, I would say doing a little bit of self-work. What's my favorite song? I don't think I have a favorite song. I'll be so honest with you. For a regular and 20 for an in-depth. Or you could just chillax and vibe and hang out, which is always a valid option. I'm pretty sure the first time I did a reading about this person, I was like, stay away, you know, because the vibes are not vibing like they need to vibe. And I stick with that original statement, right? It doesn't look like they want money, right? But this still gives very much so chaotic vibes. Like it looks like they're trying to do better. That's really what it feels like, especially because we have the Temperance card here, right? The Temperance card is like, okay, I'm trying to connect with the divine. I'm trying to like do better. I'm trying to go where spirit is leading me, you know? That's really what this card is. But on top of that, we have the Page of Wands in the reverse, which is like just people making wrong decisions, you know, just people doing things that are just not the best for them, that won't work out, which would include like trying to be friends with you again, you know, like coming back into your life. And then with the Queen of Wands in the reverse, like this card tries to build something, it tries to work on the foundations, it tries to nurture it, but it also just doesn't work out, you know, like it cannot go anywhere, you know, it doesn't manifest the way that they want it to, and the energy just isn't reciprocated. So it's like they want to, like they're like, okay, I want to, it's just not going to work out for them, you know, trying to be friends again. And on top of that, I still feel this chaotic energy. Like, do they want a genuine friendship? Yes. But like we still have the Justice in the reverse where it's like very uneven, very unbalanced, very unfair. People still don't feel heard, don't feel seen. And like with this card here in the reverse, there's no way that you can really have a steady friendship where you guys trust each other and like can rely on each other. And then we also have the King of Pentacles in the reverse, which speaks to the foundation of the friendship that's supposed to be there, and that's just not there. Like the trust, the communication, it's not there. The safety, the comfortability, and those are things that just cannot be worked on at this point in time, you know, which is why I'm like, I would still say don't engage, you know. Because, like, they're trying, it's just not something that's going to happen right now. Even then, we have the Four of Swords here, which is a rest card, which is a card where it's like you need to be by yourself, you need to do a little bit of introspection, healing. Like, there's just too much that has already happened that needs to be worked through if people even wanted to, like, be friends again, you know? Because, like, the pain is still there. So that's really what that is. Like, their motives are more genuine, I will say that. It's just, yeah. And then they haven't really fully changed Anyways, you're about to make eggs. Eggs are disgusting. Eggs are the most disgusting thing ever. Like, we have the Queen of Cups here in the reverse, which is like a lack of self-worth, a lack of self-respect, like just not having enough self-confidence, not having enough self-love. Like, they themselves still have a lot of work that they need to go through, which is still part of the reason why that's not going to work, you know? And then we have the Six of Pentacles here in the reverse, which is an uneven, unbalanced card, where it's like this card, it either does one of two things. It either consistently takes, like always taking in a situation, or it doesn't know how to like let someone else give, you know, where it's like they're constantly giving, and they're never like, okay, let me have my piece of the pie. That's what it does, which is still very unbalanced, which still ends up creating this uneven relationships where it's very draining. So like I said, I would stay away from that. I don't think anything good could come from unblocking and engaging with them again, because there's still a lot that needs to be worked on. Does that make sense?